Hello, I'm IBX Toycat, and today I'm going to be showing you 5 fun facts for Minecraft Xbox One and Minecraft PS4 that hopefully you didn't know before, and that will allow you to confuse your friends, be better at survival, and just generally know weird, cool facts. So, if you like this sort of video and you want to know this sort of stuff, please do like the video, it helps me out. Finding all this stuff, takes a lot of time, and if you want to see more, then liking it very much helps. So, without further ado, let's get into fun fact number 1, which involves these furnaces, and this crafting table with the torches all over them. So, I'm going to be teaching you how to actually put torches on the side of crafting tables and furnaces, because if you try and do it, what will actually happen is you'll open the furnace. So how do I put the torch there? So basically what you need is a block which can't have torches placed on it. So a half slab is a perfect example. It's an easy example because then what you want to do is you want to place your torch onto that unplaceable block, and because it can't sit there, and half a second later or 0.1 seconds later, it will just instantly move over to the furnace, the crafting table, or the jukebox, depending on the direction you are from it. So for instance, just over here, I placed down my half slab, and then I placed down a torch, and I've got a torch on the side of my jukebox. So that's how you do that. It will confuse your friends, because if you take away this half slab afterwards, then of course they'll be like, oh, how do I do this? And they'll try, and they'll just keep opening it, and it'll be a funny way to confuse them. That's one way to do that, and that's one way to use this. For good or for evil, it's your call. So next up, I'm going to be teaching you how to get sharpness 5 and efficiency 5 in survival. And you might be thinking, oh, you're going to creative, right? Nope, you can do this entirely in survival. So basically, right now, this is something most people don't know, but most people might think that, oh, I've got myself a sharpness 4, a looting 3, and a knockback 2 sword. The best you can get, right? That's not actually true. If you're willing to go for a lot of effort, and I mean, you need a lot more levels and another diamond sword, if you get another level 13 enchantment, and then you get sharpness 4 again, or in the case of a pickaxe, efficiency 4 again, what you can then do is, if you have the levels to combine them, which in this case is 28, you can combine the two, so sharpness 4 plus sharpness 4, and you get sharpness 5. So this is so handy for PvP, because if you're going for a lot of effort before you start fighting, most people probably won't have sharpness 5, and that extra half heart to 2.5 hearts damage is gonna potentially save the day, and it's a really useful thing. So yeah, sharpness 5 in survival can be done using a anvil and 2 sharpness 4s, or efficiency 4s, or whatever you really want. So next, let's talk about the that you might be wondering why the NPC villagers here. Next, I'm going to be showing you how to get another item you might think is creative only, the chainmail armor. So as you can see, I've got these chainmail boots. This world has been in creative, but you can do it in survival. How do you do that, and what do all these blacksmiths have to do with it? So basically, if you have the emeralds to trade, and you're also willing to go for a lot of villages, you need to go for a lot, because even an individual blacksmith, once you max out their trades, they only have a reasonably low chance of doing it. So I went through 5 just to get the one that did, and basically you have a chance of being able to get chainmail trades. So as you can see, just bought myself a chainmail helmet. So yeah, that's how you can get full chain armor in survival. I learned this one from Lion Maker on the podcast we were recently on, and that's a really cool fun fact in my opinion, because I don't know, if you want chainmail armor in survival, you can do it, and I didn't know that was a thing that was in the game yet. I figured it'd be in the Nether somewhere, but yeah, that's chainmail armor in survival. Let's move on to fun fact number 4, which is one I've frequently messed up, so it might just jump cut if I mess this up. But basically, you might think to yourself when you're in the Nether and you see an impassable thing like this, oh, I can't go across because there's just lava, there's just Never, and how am I going to get across there? Basically, boats, if you put them in lava, will burn, of course. As you can see, it takes half a second, but they do eventually, but in this case it doesn't, but they do eventually burn, and if you place them on the edge, they won't, which is something interesting in my opinion. But yeah, that's what you can do there, and if you're willing to get the timing just right, and I'm going to try and get this just perfect, basically you can actually use them as a jumping tool, and you can get across the gap like that. So yeah, as I said, it takes a little bit of timing. That took me 5-10 minutes of solid practicing creative just to learn how to do, but if you can do it, it's one of those skill show things that will make it's kind of mind-blowing to see happen, because you're like, how did you do that? Someone will try and follow you, they'll fall in the lava, it'll be funny, maybe, if that's your form of funny, and yeah, that's something you can do. So you can jump across lava like that using boats in the Nether, and it's crazy. So moving on to fun fact number 5, if you watch my Minecraft Xbox 60 fun facts, then you might already know this one, and basically it's one that even people who say they know all the facts didn't know. Basically, if you have a fence and you have a nether brick fence, they won't link. It's true for fences and for cobblestone walls too, and basically using this little abuse thing, what you can do is, because they don't link, they make a tiny gap in between, which is just wide enough to fit the player. You actually glitch through the model a little bit, which is funny, but yeah, it's just wide enough to get through. As you can see, this is how much wiggle room you have, and it means that only you can get through this gap, and no other mob, no other anything can get through. So if you want to have a sheep farm, but you want to just be able to get in and out, you can use this to do that. If you want to have a zombie farm, you can do this for any other mob, because because no mob can get through there, and that's the coolest thing in my opinion. So yeah, as I said, you can also do this with fences and stone bricks. It's in an even thinner gap, as you can see. This is the wiggle room, and it also means that you can walk over it like so, and it doesn't seem like there's a gap there at all. And yeah, if you want to secretly have a secret entrance that's really in plain view, then that's how you can do that. So just in case you knew that fifth final fact, my last little let's play, here's a bonus fact, and I guess fact number 6 if you didn't know it. Basically, you might already know, but all cows in Minecraft have udders. So in real life, the only cows with udders are female cows, right? So you can prove this, by the way, by trying to milk them, like so. So let me actually just try and show you that. So yeah, as you can see, I milk the cow and I get a bucket of milk. So they're both female cows. But how does that explain what happens when you try and breed the 2 cows together? Because what you'll see will happen is that there will be a baby cow. So how do the 2 female cows make the baby cow? That's a question for the comments to work out, I think. I don't understand it all. But yeah, that's your 6th final bonus fact. Cows shouldn't be able to breed, but they still do anyway. So I hope you enjoyed these 5 fun facts. If you knew some of them, let me know which ones in the comments. I'm really curious, like how common some of these are, because to me, like some of them are mind-blowing, some of them like, oh, that's pretty cool. Let me know which one was your favourite and which ones you didn't know before the video. I know there'll be some people like, I knew all 17, even though there's 6 facts, but whatever. Yeah, that'd be very much appreciated. Liking, very much appreciated. Sharing helps out a lot, and I think that's enough said. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and here is an outro.